Hello and welcome to my first Medieval Engineers video. It was going to be showing you the experimental battering ram model that I built, but as you can see from below, the experimental battering ram went rather experimental. So instead I'll just show you quickly what I've been using as a testing ground. This is a basic castle wall. You've just got a straight up wall, overhang to stop siege ladders and everything, and of course a portcullis. I know that a few people have had trouble with portcullises. I'll admit, I've not had any trouble at all building this one, to be fair. This is the Portcullis Gate that we are using today. If we wind it up, just to show you what it is, at the top we have a single rope attached to a winding barrel and the gates. I'll take you below, I'll show you what we've got below. You'll find I use flying motor here because this is my experiment ground, I don't have to worry about things like that. Here we have, obviously, the underside of the gate. I've built two runners, you can see them in either side of the wall, they are exactly opposite each other. And this block here is actually the remains of where I started building the gate. I find rather than building it in dynamic mode, your best bet is to simply build it up a few blocks at a time, build it across, and when you're done and you need it to open and close, cut that out. You will find though that if you had the ropes before you cut that out, it may not open and close. All my buildings are always done in obviously destructive mode, you know, structural mode, that's the word I'm looking for. I'm sorry about this, I've not had a good day. Realistically, if I don't build something in structural mode, how do I know if it's going to work? I found that about the siege tower. Push the siege tower up to the wall. I'd made a siege tower, show you all, a rather large one. Pushed it up to the wall here, and as soon as the pieces of wood touched that, everything collapsed. Nothing to do with structural, just something to do with the wood hitting the stone. Something I'm going to look at for a catapult design later. Back to the portcullis. Obviously, once it's in that track, you see, you can lower it, you can raise it. Obviously, be careful lowering it. If it hits the ground too fast, you might find that the bottom breaks off. I'm not the best with any sort of structural model. Once it's yep, demonstration point there. Once it's closed, you can push it, but it will not open. Once I raise it back up, obviously that will probably fall off. I did warn you about shotting it too far. It might find it useful actually if you put a piece of wood at the bottom. You might find it stops you getting your carts in and out. However, it means you're not going to have little troubles like that. Right, let's wind it up, have a look-see, and see what damage we did to our own gate. As you can see, as expected, they've all fallen off. Fortunately, to repair, the way it's built is just literally 3 blocks down, and then 3 across. Fill in the gaps if you want to make it look decorative. I have here, simply because I'm putting it on YouTube. Obviously, like I said, this is my testing ground video. You can see my bad arm coming in here because of the missing bits. As I go around, I will be building many more items to test against this castle. I'm not going to save the map, so what I'll do, quickly throw a projectile at it and show you the structural mode. Obviously, the weakest point is of course the gatehouse. You can see it's already in red. Throw a rock at that, aim at, throw a rock at that, hit it, it's collapsing, and there goes the rest of the gatehouse. And as you'll find, because this structure falls out from the bottom downwards, obviously I've got a bit of a poor computer for this. I'm sorry about that. I'm on quad core now. When I first played this game, the reason for delaying the video is I was on a dual core. And let's just say structural mode does not bode well with us. You'll see that most of that's collapsed. It will play havoc with the portcullis because obviously you've got pieces in the way. Fortunately, the rest of it hasn't gone as of yet, but you can see that it's turning a darker shade of orange. What we'll do there is we'll leave this net out because it's just saved it after I demolished that, so I have to rebuild it, and I'll apologise for that now.